Yo, it's your boy Papa Dawn, man. Back with another video. First off, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all y'all out there, you know. But with that being said, we about to start a new video. We doing last meal requests. You already know the vibes, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, tap in with your boy, man. Grab your blunt, all that, man, because it's going down for real. Shit. And let's get into it.
When you've got absolutely nothing to lose, you can make some fairly outrageous decisions. In countries that enforce capital punishment and the death penalty, primarily the United States, it's a tradition to offer the prisoner a last meal of their choosing before their execution.
Right.
The choices are generally pretty varied. Some inmates will choose an old favorite they haven't tasted since they were arrested.
Fuck that, I'm sticking with my burgers, huh? Word. Where I want a triple stack cheeseburger with bacon, fries, and a shake on the side. All that.
While others order mighty feasts.
Oh,
A few will ask for things they've never tried before out of curiosity, and others will pick
Why would you want to try something you never tried before, and this could be your last meal? Like what? Let's go back.
nothing
man.
as a silent protest. A few inmates, however, make choices that seem utterly bizarre to those around them. And it's these orders we have for you today. Here are the strangest last meal requests that were ever granted on death row. Ready?
What
Let's
they
get
got?
it
What they
on.
got?
Ronnie Lee Gardner. The first on today's list is Ronnie Lee Gardner.
look like that?
His last meal doesn't sound too strange at first. However, what follows will truly surprise you.
Yeah.
His meal consisted of steak, lobster tail, apple pie, and 7-Up. And there was nothing abnormal about the food he ordered. However, he
I don't like steak though. For me, I don't know, son. If I order steak, that shit gotta be well done. But I'm hearing it's good to get that shit medium done. Yo, you not bringing out no beef with blood on it and expect me to eat that shit. Hell no. That's a dub. That shit gotta be well done. But I'm hearing it's good. For those that like it, that's what's up. Word.
also requested that he be permitted to watch the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy while he ate his final meal. His request
Okay.
was granted, and then he faced the firing squad.
I ain't know you could watch TV too. I mean, obviously you can watch TV, but I ain't know you could watch a movie, I should say. My son watching Lords of the Ring. Yeah. He would have thought he was home. But he chilling. I mean, he got what
Shortly
he wanted.
after.
Right?
Thomas Grasso. At the age of 32, Thomas committed a series of home invasions across the United States, which resulted in the death of 2 elderly homeowners. For his last meal, he ordered a hefty 24 mussels and clams, a Burger King double cheeseburger,
Okay.
6 barbecued spare ribs,
Okay.
2 strawberry milkshakes, a pumpkin pie with whipped cream, and a can of room temperature SpaghettiOs. His final words before his execution were, "I did not get my SpaghettiOs.
Oh,
I got spaghetti.
He
I want
tell
the
you,
press to know this."
You damn right. This the last time you about to see life. You better complain about your food. Shit. Shit, he not playing. He hungry. He want everything he ordered. And I don't blame him. Straight up.
I almost feel bad for the guy. Almost. Lawrence Russell Brewer. Before his execution, Brewer ordered fried chicken, steak with onions and gravy, a triple cheeseburger, large omelets,
Cheeseburger.
fried okra, half a loaf of bread, a pound of barbecue, a meat lover's pizza, 3 fully loaded fajitas, 3 cans of soda, peanut butter fudge,
God
and a pint
damn.
of ice cream. He was served off.
Yo, you ordered all of that? Did you eat all of that? Hey. Imagine he tried to save some for later. But he think it's gonna be a later? Hell no. He bugging.
all of it for his final meal, but didn't eat any of it. He just said he wasn't hungry. Texas stopped the last meal practice after this stunt.
Yo, I said, did he finish any of it? Homie ain't eat none of it. Yo! Wasting the chef time and all that.
Philip Ray Workman. Workman was a drug addict who held up a Wendy's fast food restaurant. Police arrived shortly after, alerted by the staff's silent alarm, and one cop was killed during the standoff. Workman was then sentenced to death, and for his last meal, requested that vegetarian pizzas be delivered to the homeless through the state. His request was refused, and he responded with a 3-day hunger strike in protest. The story got out, and people throughout Tennessee began taking pizzas to homeless shelters across the state in support. Workman died without his last meal, but at least ended his life with one good consequence. Gerald Lee Mitchell. Gerald received the death penalty for the murder of 2 men when he was 17 years old. He was eventually caught when he was found driving one of the murdered men's car. His choice of final meal was simply an assorted bag of Jolly Rogers candy. He proudly finished the...
My son wanted candy. Yo, you can't make this up, son. And he finished the bag. Gangster, nigga.
the entire bag. Peter J. Minial. Peter received a death sentence after he brutally murdered an associate. His last meal was one of the largest on record. It consisted of 20 beef tacos, 20 beef enchiladas, 2 double cheeseburgers, 1 jalapeno pizza, fried chicken, spaghetti, a small fruit cake, half a chocolate cake, half a vanilla cake, cookies and ice cream, caramel pecan fudge ice cream, 2 cans each of Coke, Pepsi, root beer, and orange juice. David Leon Woods.
Damn.
Not much to say about this one. When Woods faced his execution, he asked for a normal birthday cake as his last meal. It was not his birthday.
I was about
but
to say.
maybe he wanted to celebrate it for the very last time.
Was it his birthday?
James Edward Smith. James decided to rob an insurance officer after he walked past and saw the clerk counting money. During his opportunist robbery, he shot and killed one of the insurance agents. At 37 years old, James was given the death penalty. Before his arrest, James was a practicing voodoo priest and tarot card reader in Houston, Texas. As his last meal, James requested a very specific jar of dirt. By most accounts, he didn't intend to eat the dirt, but instead used it to mark his body as a part of a voodoo ritual that would allow his spirit to move on and not become a ghost. His request was denied, and he got yogurt instead. If Houston now has haunted frozen yogurt stores, they only have themselves to blame. Ricky Ray Rector. Ricky had 3 victims in one day. After killing a man in an Arkansas restaurant, he then shot and killed the police officer who was negotiating his surrender. Seeing no escape after that, Ricky turned the gun on himself. The attempted suicide failed, and it left him mentally impaired. He received the death penalty.
Damn, I know he tight. Tight. Killed a cop, thinking you about to smoke yourself, and it failed. That's what you get.
And for his last meal, chose an average meal of steak, chicken, cherry-flavored Kool-Aid, and pecan pie. It seemed like he didn't understand what was happening because he didn't eat the pie. Instead, he asked if he could save it for later. Odell Barnes.
What I said about 3 inmates ago, son. I said somebody gonna say save it. Look at homie trying to save his food. God, who you saving it for? Hey, better eat that and go out on a full
Sentenced to death
stomach.
in 1989, Odell simply requested justice, equality, and world peace for his last meal. Unsurprisingly, prison officers weren't able to serve justice and equality for dinner, and the entree of world peace seemed a bit rich. I wonder what it would have tasted like, though. Robert Buell. Buell chose a single black olive as his last meal. He chose this paying homage to Victor Fager, who was hanged in 1963. Fager had also requested a single olive, asking that the olive pit be placed in his shirt pocket before he was buried. A strange request. However, to many, an olive pit is a symbol of rebirth. The hope was that the olive seed would sprout and grow into a tree from the grave. A beautiful sentiment.
Really?
Whether or not you agree...
Yo. Y'all different. Word. But yo, man, that's the end of that video. It's your boy Papa Don, man. Y'all stay safe. Stay out the way. Word.